50-point lead right now for Niedermeyer dead. But I have seen crazy things happen here on the show. People get all of them right. Of course, it was Niedermeyer dead who did that. But I have a feeling that the second team that will do that before the competition is over is the Gas House Gang. Guys, give it all you got here. Let's make this a competition, all right? Not to say that it's going to happen, but give it a shot. Our score right now stands at 455 to 205, and we're getting ready to start this round. Are you ready? Melinda, you ready? Angelique?
I'm ready, Jared.
Okay, and go. Who is the only back to rush for 1,000 yards in each of his first 10 seasons?
Emmitt Smith.
No. Ricky Henderson, and who else stole a base in 4 different decades?
Maury Wills.
No. Who holds the record for most consecutive NHL games played?
Toad Blake.
No. What college did Arnold Palmer, Curtis Strange, and Lanny Watkins attend?
Arizona.
No. What team was the first to appear in 3 straight Super Bowls?
Dolphins.
Yes. What team did Nolan Ryan beat for his 300th win?
Blue Jays.
No. When Emmitt Smith rushed for 25 touchdowns in '95, whose record did he break?
John Riggins.
Yes. Who had the longest tenure as an expansion team manager?
Pass.
Who was the first NBA player to win consecutive MVPs with different teams?
Moses Malone.
No. Who was the first defensive player to play for 20 NFL seasons?
Time.
I'm sorry, you got a couple of those right. That's going to bring your total to 305. Barry Sanders was the only back to rush for 1,000 yards in each of his first 10 seasons. Ted Williams was the other person other than Ricky Henderson who stole a base in 4 different decades. Doug Jarvis has the record for most consecutive NHL games played. Wake Forest was the college that all the great golfers went to. Imagine that. The Brewers were the team that Nolan Ryan got his 300th win against. Gene Mock has the longest tenure as an expansion team manager. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was the first player to win consecutive MVPs with different teams, and Jim Marshall was the first defensive player to play 20 NFL seasons, and he ran backwards a lot. Guys, did a hell of a job getting here. This is the exact matchup we had last year, and
The exact same result.
can I say that you performed admirably and done very well. But we're going to finish up this lightning round with Niedermeyer dead, who are our champions here today. And Marie, you ready to go? You guys ready to go? Are you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. Who was Major League Baseball's first 40-40 man?
SYTYKS.
He's got a hell of a head for business. Who struck out 11 Dodgers as a reliever in a World Series game?
Ralph Terry.
No. Who was the first player to rush for 1,000 yards for 2 NFL teams?
Pass.
Who was the only Major League player to hit 200 home runs in
Mike
the American
Garrett. Sorry. Yeah.
How many MVP awards did Kareem Abdul-Jabbar win?
5.
No. What team ended the Dolphins' 18-game win streak?
Raiders.
Yes. Who was the first to homer from both sides of the plate in consecutive games?
Pass.
Who was the first NFL player to make the Pro Bowl with 3 different teams?
Joe Klecko.
No. Who was the only quarterback to pass for 4,000 yards in a 14-game season?
Namath.
Yeah. What pitcher appeared in all 7 games of the World Series?
I can't remember. Darryl Knowles.
Darryl Knowles is correct. Who struck out 11 Dodgers? And time is up. So you got Jose Canseco right, and you got the Raiders right. Let's see. Mo Drabowski struck out 11 Dodgers as a reliever in a World Series game. Delvin Williams was the first player to rush for 1,000 yards for 2 NFL teams. Frank Robinson was the only Major League player to hit 200 home runs in the American League and National League. Kareem won 6 MVPs. Eddie Murray was the first to homer from both sides of the plate in consecutive games. Ted Hendricks was the first player to make the Pro Bowl with 3 different teams, and you got the other 2 right. So our final score here today is 305 to 655. You guys performed very well. And once again, you are the champions of the 2-on-2 Trivia Challenge down here at the Sophisticated Honor. And Angelique went out in the crowd, and she might have questions. Where's she at? Where's she at? See, we can't see anything here. There's some bright lights in her eyes. What do we got out there? Winstead?
First switch hitter with 3,000 hits.
First switch hitter with 40,000 hits?
3,000 hits.
3,000 hits? Okay, good, because 40,000 would have been a hell of a career. First.
Pete Rose. Sorry.
Okay, second.
Eddie Murray.
There we go. We're going to go Pete Rose and Eddie Murray. Sorry, that took me by surprise there. Hey, we also want to tell you, we've been thinking of working up this media contest where we get people from local media outlets to compete in our thing. We haven't had a lot of luck. A lot of people have not been contacting us, and I'm sure for very good reason. But if you're in the media and you want to come out here, if you work for a paper, you do, work for a television show, if you got people like a Kenny Hawkins and a Bucky Dent and a Coy Bays and there you go, Bill Meade. Come out, sign up, and get on the show. If not, next week on the 19th, we're going to be here. We're going to be doing a selection show because we're going to do another open contest the way we're doing it right here. We're going to be doing one coming up. So come down next Monday on the 19th to the Sophisticated Otter and sign up. We're going to be filming down here and taking names for another contest. Angelique, you have another question?
Of course, Jared.
All right.
All right. Who is the only player in Major League history to hit 2 grand slams in 1 inning off the same pitcher, and who was the pitcher?
Fernando Tatis.
Who's the pitcher?
Chano Park.
Damn it. Yeah.
I didn't want you to get it right.
That was
These guys to write the questions.
Yeah,
next
I was going
time.
to say that was going to be one of the bonus questions on the show there. Doug Counts, have you got a question?
Of course.
Oh,
I never have a question.
like I'm covering my eyes so I can actually see who's asking.
We're getting ready to come up to the trading deadline. What high-priced ball players do you think will be changing teams in the major leagues this year?
Randy Johnson to the Dodgers. Carlos Delgado to the Dodgers.
People have been talking
Is this
about
a wish list or?
people have been talking about Randy Johnson changing teams, and I don't think unless there's somebody who definitely has a really good shot at winning the series, I don't think he's going to jump ship in Arizona. He seems pretty happy there. I know the Yankees have already expressed interest in Randy Johnson, so I can definitely see that.
You see Griffey changing teams?
Not really. I really don't. I don't think
to
he
the
will.
Dodgers.
No, I don't really see. There are several big names out there, but nobody that really jumps to mind. It's going to be a huge move. The biggest move would be somebody picking up Randy Johnson, especially the Yankees do not have a very good starting rotation. They could use Randy Johnson. I mean, it's just that simple because they've got all the offense in the world, but they need a good, solid starting pitcher. And they got the money to spend because George Steinbrenner, he's made some cash. Yeah, he's doing okay. Any other questions out there? Anybody?
Marty, you got a question for us? Come on, Marty.
All right. You guys, I don't have a question, but seeing that baseball season's at the All-Star break now, who do you think's going to win the Super Bowl? Enough of baseball.
Man, to be honest, I'll go with New England. I mean, really, it's just New England just keeps honestly, really,
the Dodgers.
If you were asking, because they've got great chemistry, they've got a great team, and they just added a good running back. So honestly, it'd be really stupid to bet against New England.
What about my Packers, Jared?
I'm sorry. I wouldn't put a lot of money on the Packers. Everybody in the world's got to love Brett Favre, but he doesn't have a whole lot of help. I'm sorry, but you got to go. I'd definitely go with New England. Hey, I'll tell you right now, Atlanta's going to be exciting to watch this year. Michael Vick coming back, Atlanta's going to be a team to watch. And how about the New York Giants with that Eli Manning? Woo!
Don't get me started on him.
Yeah, sorry. I don't see the Giants doing much more than sweeping things up in the East. Is that it? Do we have any more questions? I think
that's
that was
all you get, Jared.
All right, thank God. You guys won again. It's almost like you know sports. Hey.
I think we got better questions.
Yeah, it's almost like you knew what you were talking about. Gentlemen, great job again this year. We'd love to have you back. Don't hurt anybody on the way out.
I want to apologize for our performance today.
You guys are great. Melinda, Marie, thank you very much. You've done very well. Done very well. We do appreciate it. Angelique, as always, you performed exceptionally.
Oh, thank you, Jared. You too. You're great.
Thank you. But this night belongs to Niedermeyer Dead. What more can you say? Is that a "so you think you know" sports pin on your uniform?
Seriously.
All right, then, Ryan. We'll go. That's it,
Jared,
guys.
I think they know sports.
Yeah, I think they do. They know what they're talking about. So the smelly socks, they go to you.